Hi guys, I'm Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video, and today I have created this basic motion graphic effect in UE4 Niagara. So let's start this tutorial.
CGHOW. CGHOW.
First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. So I have this my project. I have this folder motion graphics in UE4.27, and this is the reference I will follow, but I will not copy this exactly because of copyright. So I will just show you how to animate these type of things and make motion graphic effect in UE4 with Niagara. So I create a material M gradient, and this is for because I am starting from outward, not from the center. So I have these lines which is fading, these 4 lines. So I'm just creating a material and just taking a texture coordinate and mask, connecting here, and I'll take the particle color, connect this to here and make this unlit, translucent, and multiply this opacity, and also I'll make it two-sided. Save this and browse. And now first thing, I'll take the fountain, and here I will use this material. Okay, remove all these things I don't need, and I'll take the spawn burst and fall particles and spawn only once, then life is infinite, so they will be forever. And then size, I'll use non-uniform because I want to increase the size on one axis, so it is maybe 50 and 5, and I don't need random rotation. And then I will use Torus location and make this 0, and this is 100, and these are spawning randomly, so I will use direct. And now I can multiply this with execution index, and this showing 3. So if I added this value, it can show all 4 with I think 0.66 value, exact square. And now these are camera facing, so I will use this custom align, custom vector, and then here I will use align, and then I will use initial rotation of mesh, and then connect this with torus, anything normal or tangent. I'll just move this here. So these are facing the torus, and still rotation is not right of these, so I can add it, not this, yeah, 0.25 means 90 degree, but still these are the faded part is inward, and here in reference faded part is outward, so you can rotate it from here. So if I rotate the not rotating, yeah, it should rotate here, yeah, rotating. Actually it will take 180 degree, and these doesn't look exact square, still need to edit the value 0.75. okay, because you can see these are on grid lines, this is exact square. So we got our first, and I'll increase the size of this. We got our first emitter. I'll just turn on my let it be the grid, it will help me to align. So these are my fade lines. Then after these we have these two lines, so you can make the texture of these in Photoshop, but because we are not copying it exactly, so I'm just making it in material. So 2 lines, I'll just naming it as, so it is simple to understand what is happening. So here we got this gradient, I don't need that, so I will use actually this gradient R, and then I'll take the sine, not this sine, connect this here, so we got two lines but the gap is much. So for that I think you should do one thing, you should actually you should make it 2 and then take the step node and 0.5 0.4 0.3 oops 0.8 0.9. I'm not cutting it here, I'm just using it as two lines. Okay, and we can also fade this by taking mask again, G, and multiply this, sorry, G, this is, I have faded mask, multiply these together, so we will have this thing, and then we can multiply here. Okay, so save this, browse this, and duplicate your emitter and fade two lines. These are two lines, I will just use this material, two lines here, and it is overlapping this, so I can rotate this torus and exact rotation should be 45 degrees, so 0.175 45 90 degree actually 0.25. So let me check. Okay, 0.33 is like 0.3538. It should be on these corners, 0.37 0.365. yeah, this value, I don't know how it's working, but yeah, you got two lines, and now you can increase the size like 20 and also decrease the torus radius. Save this, and radius is same of torus. I will increase this a little bit here. Okay, and then there is this arrow which is rotating and panning here. So to make this instead of arrow, let's try it in material if we can create. So M arrow. So for arrow, let me think. I take R and G, and I'll delete this, and I'll take the maximum of these. It will show me a diagonal line, and then I'll take the step 0.5. Okay, so how we can make arrow out of this? If I put the minimum, it will be different. Yeah, so let me think. Okay, yeah, we can create arrow, we can. So like we have this and step and 0.5 maybe 0.2 0.5, let's take 0.6 0.4. and I'll also invert this, so I will have white box. Then I need a diagonal line, so I'll take a custom. You can make this in Photoshop easily. Custom, I'm just avoiding Photoshop right now. So custom rotator, and I take texture coordinate here, and I'll take the mask, copy paste here, and from center 0.5 I rotate it 0.25, 0.175, 55 degree. This is exact 0.75. I'll take this tab again, copy and paste, connect it here, and this is not exact diagonal. Point 0.25 should, okay, divide by 2, 0.25, yeah, exact. And we got this gradient, and if I change this to, yeah, and now we have this thing and we have this thing, and I think we if I multiply this, we got arrow, but it is very small, so we can, so we got this triangle thing, and I think let's use this, let's just use this. I'm not doing anything else. You can easily create in Photoshop, or you can take your time in material. So we got this arrow, and okay, so we got this arrow. I browse this and duplicate this, and I'm also not working on this arrow has bright edge and blue color. This is easy thing you can do. Arrow, and I'll just use this material here, and we got this arrow, and I will use uniform size this much, and then I will rotate these, if I make it 0, okay, this is exact what I want, 45 degree, okay. And now they should move inside, then rotate. How it's happening? It's going there, rotating, then going there, rotating. Okay, so let's say we use because this has infinity life, so we have torus, and what I'll do, I'll take the position of particle and multiply initial position with a float, and this float will move these like this. So first I'll move these from here to here, so which is I think from 0.75 to 1.25. so you can use sine wave, I think that will work. So if I add just sine, and if I play, it's working, but we need to add some bias. Yeah, it's working, and I'll make this slower. Okay, now we just need to add rotation. Okay, so I'll take the sprite rotation, but if you take this one, this is sprite rotation, work with delta time, and it will be tough to animate with curve. So instead of this, I take a float and rename it sprite rotation. And with this, if I pause this for a second, you can see it's working, and now I can add curve on it. So curve, So let me check how much time is taking from here to here. Okay, so let's make this 0 in the starting and 0 in the end for now, and you can see it's overriding the rotation of this 45. Okay, so that means there should be default value 45 here. So if I type 45, okay, so this will be my default value. Now I need to animate. So first this direction is good, but here it should rotate. So I think I will add a key here at the end. This is 45 at 0.9, and at 1 it will be minus 45 minus 90. It should take one. Yeah, exact, but it's doing it. It's rotating here, but we need to offset the key. Here I think, yeah, because I added the sine wave here, that's making some tough thing, because it is starting from here, it is not starting from here. So I'll just revert this sine wave and I'll use the curve, so that will be easy for us to do. So because initial position, let's make it 0 for now and select both, and then add 1, 0.5, 0.8. see, this is the value we need in starting, and in starting we need so it will be easier for us. In starting we need minus 135, this rotation. Okay, and let's say after 1 second, because life is infinite but this is 2, or you can say just work on life 1 second. So let's say at 0.25 I make this 1.5, 1.8 here. So this is animating from 0 to here at 0.5, and I'll delete this key. 1.5 I think is too much. I think 1, not 1, 1.2. yeah, so from here to here it is animating at 2.25. so here in rotation this second key will be 0.25, and then 0.26, it will rotate to 45. And now see, it's rotating but very fast, so you can make it 0.3. so it's animating still. 0.5 you can make it like this. So 0.5 is taking time to rotate, so then here there will be pause till 0.5. so after 0.5 to 0.75, this will be again 0.8. so it will come here, rotate, then go there again. And here in rotation I'll add a key 0.75, 45 degree, and then add a key at 1, this will be minus 35, minus 135. so but there is not loop, it's not working again. So what we will do, because we worked here almost 2 seconds. So I'll make this 2 and make this life 2 and make this finite. So this is now loopable. Okay, and now from then we can do all these things. So like after this I have this L shape on these, so for that I can duplicate this shape L, and we got already L here from this node, and I'll delete this also here, and I'll just duplicate this step node and change the setting maybe 0.45 and then multiply these together 0.3 0.5. Why it's not taking? Oh, one should be inverted. So we got this L, actually 0.38, 0.39, and those dots I'm not making, you can make in Photoshop. So we got our L and I'm just using it here. Browse this and arrow, I'll duplicate this arrow and make this L and use that material here. So this L is working with this, but I don't need. So in Torus we feed this rotation. I'll remove this, so L will be here, and I think we should make 0.3, 0.35, so it will be visible properly. Why it's not visible? Yeah, visible, but there is no rotation in these L. These are just animating, so you can remove your rotation and you can adjust the position how you want. So initially this position should be 0.1, actually it is starting from here to here, so this will be 1.5. And there is also something, these are like a push. You can just add a key in between here like this, but I think this will be up. No, this will be down. Yeah, then similar items like this one, this line, so it has just a line with dots. So I'll just make a material and this will be a line, and we don't need anything, just flat color, so it will be a line. Save this, browse this, and I'll duplicate this and use that line here, and this line let me make this non-uniform, and also rotation will be 90 degree, 10, 5, and this line have some offset 1.2, 1.1, 1.15, 1.2 actually, and our L is also inverted. I'll have to rotate our L. These will be minus 45, minus 135, and then these lines should have offset in negative 0.6, 0.6, 0.8, 0.9, 0.85, and also thickness will be like 2. So we have our lines. This is how you can do, and there is something in center, 3 dots, and these lines are also rotating when these are coming here. So let's say you want to rotate this. When it comes here, it should rotate. Okay, it has actually issue. Let me fix. .6. So to rotate, it is tricky, I think. So let's try. So if I move this, not this thing, then rotation will be alright. Okay, if I copy this torus here and it is still working, and we have this rotation which is not working. So this is tricky to rotate these, like these were rotating with this torus, but this will let me try. This will not work actually. This is initial rotation, so particle once is spawned, it will not work. So let's take let's just take the vortex if this will work. But in these type of effect, we really should not use any force. These are all animating thing. But to rotate the thing, actually if we are not using these, we can just move this torus here and it will work fine. But because we are also using these alignments, so because of this our lines will not align properly. If you are using mesh, then you can use this torus and animate your rotation. So okay, it is not, it is tricky. It is, it is something I have to check. It is something, okay, initial axis, tangents, okay. To rotate them, let's just color these first, then we will think about rotation and maybe we will get some success. So first line, I make that blue, then these are also blue, slightly purplish. Then arrow, I make them exact purple and maybe bright, and then these L also purple, pinkish, and then this line is cyan and very bright. So we got this animation, and I'll hide this grid. And also in preview, so we got this. It looks fine till now. We need something for center that should also rotate. So let me think, let me just pause this video and think how we can rotate. So I have solved this. These lines, cyan lines, also rotating when these come here. So I'll do it again. So we had these lines, I'll duplicate this one. And these lines were just animating like this, because we had initial position connected here. So this is what we had. I'll just turn off my rotating one, and this is what we had. So what I did, I duplicated this torus here. Then this torus is not working, so you have to connect your position with simulation position, because it should rotate from the center, simulation position. And now it's not working. If I turn off my position, which I animated, it's working. Okay, so first you need to key on it, how rotation you want. So in our reference, it's just coming from one to other. These are shifting to the nearby. Okay, so let me check how much it should shift here, 0.25. Okay, so I'll add a curve on it. So let's say at 0.8 it is 0, at 1 it is 0.25. So it is shifting, and when they are shifting, they should also rotation. So here I'll check in my rotation, it is -90 by default, and when they are rotating, it should be like this, -180. So I'll curve on it also. So at 0.8 -90, at 1 -180. So our rotation fixed. Now just need to work on position. So here if I turn my position, it's not working because it is connected with initial position. So I have to just see, now it's working but rotation is not working. If you want both things to work, you need to connect it with the position. And now if I play, these are animating and also shifting. I think rotation is wrong side. I'll show you my original. So I'll delete this. This is what I did. In Torus, I have a curve 0.80, then 1.25, same key. Here I am using position, and here I have from 90 to -180, same values, and it's working fine. So similarly, like we did this, we also can do this center dots, and then I'll finish this tutorial. So I'll quickly make a material dots, and I need 3 dots, so I'll take a radial exponent. I'll just make the density 20, then the size maybe 0.3, and not 0.3, 0.1 or 0.05. Then I'll duplicate it quickly and add these together, and then I'll shift this and also this. So center point is 0.5. So this one I will move it maybe 0.6, and this one 0.4. And then we need one here, so I'll copy this again and add from center little up or down, it's okay, 0.55, 0.6, 0.65. Okay, then I'll take the particle color save this, browse this, and I'll just copy these lines and rename this dots, and I'll just change the material and increase the size. It's not visible, why? Let me change the size even more. What happened? Okay, and 100 maybe. And then first thing, these should be here in maybe 50. Not working, so I'll make this also 50, maybe 40, and then the correct rotation maybe 20. I think need to make it 60. It's also working. You can change the rotation if you want. So I'll finish this tutorial here. This is not exact same thing, and I have left lots of things to do, but you got idea how to rotate and place things for motion graphics. So that's it for now. I hope you liked it, and if you have any query, just comment below the video. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and these are all not local, so I'll just make it on 0, full screen, and this is what we have created. And I'll provide this file on my Patreon, so you can just download and change the stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.